So, I did something bad. And I'm really sorry, but it's changed me forever. I don't know how to tell you all this. I must have read about 15 to 20 Kachan Deku fanfics. And now I totally ship them so much! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! But like, it's so beautiful. I know they hate each other, but hate sometimes turns to love, and when it does, that's always the best kind of relationships. Imagine how protective Kachan would be over Izuku, and I want it now. Fuck you, Otoko, I hate you. I'm joking. But legit, I have it, and honestly, I'm not even sorry. I'm not sorry at all. My bad. Oh well. Welcome back. This episode is about Iida, but I did not get the title. I only got I got a little bit of the title. I know it's got Iida's name in it. This is Ep 9. This is apparently where shit goes down, and I'm very excited for it. So last episode was called Bakugo's Start Line, which was odd because he left at the end of the episode. Of course, this episode is sponsored by McDonald's, as always. Except they don't pay me, and I'm always showing them stuff, so really they should pay me. Legit, last episode was brilliant. We started off with Bakugo, Kachan, Katsuki, whatever you want to fucking call him. He was just beaten by Deku, and he was just stood there. It's like, what the fuck's just happened? And I can understand that, because that kid's psychology is all about being the best, and when he's not the best, he's like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? He's like in disbelief because he's got such a superiority complex and a god complex that he believes that he is the best, and he's not. So when that happens, well, shit. That really affects his psychology. I love shows that deal with psychology. Like, I'm loving Angel at the moment because it's got so much psychology in it, and I just fucking love it. The class is intense, said one child. I have to agree. I'm not sure that would have passed Ofsted. If you might not know what Ofsted is. In the UK, it's like the governing board of schools. I somehow don't feel like this would be covered in that. You know? Know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like they get next standing, they might get needs improvement, to be honest, which is the worst you can get. Imagine being told you need improvement. It's like the worst slag off ever. But yeah, so Bakugo, but I don't want to call him Bakugo. Kachan. Kachan was so fucked up, that's what he called him in the fanfictions. Kachan. Ah. Okay, anyway, stay on target. Kachan basically was like, no. And then he just started to see everyone else using powers. We saw, we also got a great moment with Tenya being MVP. That was fucking lit. I loved him. His entire reaction to that was just so very Tenya. It was very much like, it was so good because you never see Tenya sort of lose control, and in that moment, he actually lost control, and it was quite nice to see him just like start crying. It was brilliant. But moving on from that, we met up with Momo, we met Todoroki, and as he was watching them all, we met, what was her name? Was it Sue? We met Sue, who was awesome. I love Sue. She was the one who said the class was intense, and she was right. And as they started fighting everything, we didn't get to watch it. I was very pissed off, but we saw Kachan just slowly lose his mind, and it was amazing. It was just amazing. Just watching him, like, Kachan is the epitome of the Pokemon theme song. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was, and he thinks he already is, and he's not. Well, he did think he already was, now he knows he's not. Now he's like, fuck me. Because he would not be able to take Todoroki. Just saying, that kid has ice and fire. You can't fight ice and fire. George R.R. Martin's tried to fight ice and fire, and he's gonna die before he finishes ice and fire. Just saying. So he was all like, what the fuck, motherfucker? Except he didn't say that because he's like, really cool. I'd have been crying. God, I'm so weak. I could only make forks out of my hands. That's not a fork, that's scissors, you stupid twat. Oh. And then we didn't get to see them fight, which was really annoying. I was like, But anyway. So is All Might getting weaker? That was another question I had, because, you know, the nurse knows about his injury, and only a handful of you, the headmaster knows, does Aizawa know? No, Aizawa doesn't know. Who else knows? Obviously, Deku, the nurse, and someone else we didn't know. I'm betting either the best genius or Endeavor, one of those two, who we haven't met yet, but the best genius wears denim, so I have to hate him. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal, it's just the principal. Not the principal, because obviously the principal is that rat guy, but whatever, don't yell at me for calling him a rat guy. I wish Bakugo went to him when he was in hospital, and then he could have kissed. Give me way too much fanfiction. Choke me with your scarf, Mrs. Henderson. Sorry, no, that wasn't happening. But he did mention about Aizawa choking Izuku when he was on his way back, about Aizawa choking with his scarf. If you get that reference that I just said, 10 points to you for watching Critical Role. I love you. Choke me with a spoon, Mrs. Henderson. But I love how all his classmates loved him and embraced him and were just like, welcome back, you did so good, you did so good. It's nice to see Izuku get that kind of recognition, because I like how he's picked Deku as his superhero name, because it shows that he's getting past his demons psychologically, and he is embracing what... There's a great quote, bringing up Game of Thrones again, there's a great quote by Tyrion Lannister. Wear your flaws like your armor, and then no one can use them against you. And that's what he's doing. He's taking that name and he's changing it from an insult to his superhero name. It's like when people used to call me Fatty Gay Wanker. So my superhero name would be Fatty Gay Wanker, and it would suddenly become a very powerful superhero name. I'm not sure it would. It's probably not anything at all like the same. But you know what I mean? It wasn't even gay. Sue's ace, just wrote that. But yeah, she is ace, and Tenya needs to calm the fuck down. He just needs to calm down. Get off the desk, just calm down, Tenya. Just calm down. Although I'm excited for this episode, because I get a feeling it might be about him, and I'm quite ready for an episode away from the Kachan-Izuku conflict. Kachan left, and I wrote heart-to-heart, and I wrote under it, not heart-to-heart. So I'm guessing, like, it didn't go well, I remember now. And then All Might was like, I wrote All Might to the, nope, just back away, slowly. Because he was like, don't worry, young... Kachan, young Bakugo, we can tell you that, get off me. Save your speeches for someone who cares. And he's like, oh, okay. He is the worst teacher. He does not know what the fuck he's doing, and I fucking love it. And it's like I said when he was leaving, with the way he's heading and the way and what he's doing, I don't see him becoming a hero. I see him becoming a villain. You know, he's either the making of an anti-hero or the making of a villain. I just haven't decided which one yet. It would be cool to see him become a hero and then marry Izuku. Shut up, I can dream. But I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I guess we're about to find out, maybe, or we're about to go down the road of finding out, hopefully. However, I believe this episode is about Tenya, and I'm excited to see what Iida can bring up. This is My Hero Academia. You are fucking amazing as always, and I'm having a really bad day, and this has already cheered me up. I love talking to you guys. You're awesome. Are you ready, kids? I'm ready. Let's do this. This is My Hero Academia. Na 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 na. Nakumi Cat. No, better not do that. I will get so slaughtered on the internet. Let's go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
How is he faring as a teacher?
You need to calm down,
his
the
leadership
kids.
and
Oh, I love
wisdom
him.
remind me on a daily basis
Oh, here we
that
go.
I attend the world's most prestigious
Tenya's in his
educational
element.
institution.
Tenya is in his
of course,
element.
he's the personification of honor and integrity
You're
that
probably
one would
boring them.
expect. But he's also not afraid to show his students a more humorous side. It's truly a unique opportunity to be under the direct tutelage of the pro we all admire.
Excuse me, kid. Are you in All Might's class? Oh, hold on. Aren't you that sludge villain kid?
One who doesn't have a student
Damn.
ID or special pass from entering the campus. Guess it works.
That does
Apparently
work.
there are security sensors like this all over the place.
Holy
Keeping
shit.
the public out. This school thinks it's untouchable. The least they could do is grant me one interview.
I know, right? We've been here for 2 days and I don't have a single comment on the record yet.
The news that All Might had been
damn.
hired as a faculty member at UA took the entire nation by surprise.
I bet.
Naturally, the media swarmed the school in search of a story. Everyone wanted to get their hands on All Might.
Who's this?
Yeah, everyone.
Huh? Yeah, just do your best, Iida.
Class rep.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're gonna need me.
Someone with style.
No. Yes, I love you so much.
In a
You
normal
rock it every
classroom,
time.
a
Shut up.
representative's duties would just be a bunch of extra work. But here in the Hero course, there's more to it. It's a way to get noticed by agencies and prove you can lead a team like a real pro.
No, sit down.
Silence, everyone,
Ah,
please!
yes, Tenya, this is
The
Tenya's
class
chance.
representative's duty is to lead others. That's not something just anyone can do. You must first have the trust of every student in the classroom.
Tenya's got this
Therefore,
down.
you must
How did I get 3 votes?
Whoa.
Okay, you idiots. Who voted for him?
What, did you honestly think anyone was gonna vote for you?
Ooh.
I vote to myself.
You voted for that little
0 votes. I feared this might happen, but I can't argue with the system I chose.
So you voted for someone else, huh?
But you knew it was best to vote for yourself, right?
Yeah.
What are you trying to prove here, Iida?
All right, the
shit.
class rep is Midoriya.
Oh shit, it's
The deputy is Yao Yorozu.
You were one of the 3?
voted for
You want
him.
to be rep really badly?
That's
I
what
mean,
she
you
voted
look
for.
the part. Because of the glasses.
That's not exactly how we should be choosing our rep.
Wanting a job and being suited to it are quite different things.
I think you are
Serving
suited
the
to
Iida
it. though.
family's hero agency has taught me that much.
Agency?
Hold on, what does your family do?
Oh, it's nothing.
You know, I've been wondering something about you.
Yeah.
Admit it, Iida. You're filthy rich.
I was afraid people would treat me differently if they knew
You're
about
filthy
my family.
rich. Cool.
You see, the Iidas have been pro-heroes for generations.
Wow,
It
okay,
runs in
Iida
our
family's
blood.
pro here. Yeah.
What are you talking
Tenya's
about?
smiling.
I smile all the time.
Iida wants to be like Ingenium in the same way I want to be like All Might.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't be so hard on himself.
Neither
He was
should
clueless
you.
in that test.
Zuko should
Hey,
take
yeah,
his
so
own
about that
advice.
practical exam.
What is that?
Warning, level 3 security breach.
No way!
Oh
Please
god.
evacuate the building in an orderly fashion.
What's a level
Holy
3 security
shit.
breach?
Here we
If
go.
someone's managed to get past the school's barriers. This hasn't happened in my 3 years here. We should get going.
Breach! Motherfucker, it's like when you give birth!
Why aren't they taking control? Everyone! I'm freaking out! Kirishima! Have an eye!
Hiroshima.
Am I the only one here who realizes everything's fine? There's no reason for us to be panicking!
Then do it.
Uraraka!
Come on, Tenya.
What would Midoriya do? Or my brother?
What would
How would they
Midoriya
act?
do?
I have an idea!
That'll do.
Engine boost, go!
Woo! You can do it! You can do it! Being a motherfucking hero.
This is it. Be concise, clear, and confident. Make an impact! Listen up! Everything is okay! It's just the media outside! There's absolutely nothing to worry about!
Don't let us down, man.
Oh, I got 2 more votes than him.
Sorry, Momo.
How were ordinary members of the press able to bypass our security systems?
That is the question. Who's that?
Someone else must have been behind
This
this.
is obviously the...
Some villain actually managed to infiltrate our school. But was this purely a show of power? Or a declaration of war?
Only one way to find out. Is that it? Oh, thank God, we're only halfway through.
Around Class 1A! Using your student numbers, form 2 neat lines so we can load the bus efficiently!
Iida's kicking it into high gear as our class rep, huh?
Yes. Take that whistle away.
Plus, this open layout ruined my boarding strategy.
Iida, you really need to chill. If we're pointing out the obvious, then there's something I want to say.
What's that, Sue?
You, actually.
About me? What is it, Asui?
I told you to call me Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That power of yours, isn't it a lot like All Might?
What? Really? You think so, huh? I never really thought about that. I guess it's kind of
Wait, hold on, Sue.
Do something.
But it's way lame if it gives you a stomachache.
That's it, yeah.
Well, if any of our
He
classmates
keeps
have
ripping
broke
on
works,
Laser Dick
it's
and I love it.
Todoroki and Bakugo.
Sure, but Bakugo's always angry, so he'll never be that popular.
What did you say? I'll kick your ass!
See?
You know, we basically just met you, so it's kind of telling that we all know your personality is
Yeah.
flaming crap mixed with garbage.
You're gonna regret the day you applied to this school, you loser! I'll
I can't
kill you!
believe what I'm hearing. Kacchan's the one in class who's getting teased. UA is so confusing.
Wait, what?
All about ensuring the safety of others.
13 is so cool.
That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for listening.
Right. Now that that's over.
Oh. Huh? Oh shit! Evil form!
Stay together and don't move!
Realized we were the ones in danger.
You're not ending there. You are not ending there. Fuck! Oh, hang on. One day there will be... Oh, there is an after credit scene. Okay. Oh, next time. No. Next time. That's next time. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? That's a lot of villains, FYI. Unless it's an illusion of some kind. I don't know. Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! This shit's gonna go down. I'm so excited for it. Okay, so I'm excited. I'm really excited for that, guys. That looks freaky fresh, to be honest. Something I didn't bring up in the reaction, but I found really cool was this. This episode on the video player I was watching had the lyrics to the intro on it, which has never happened before. And I was reading them. I was like, "Whoa, this is really cool!" Like, the day has come, I believe, is like the main kind of theme of it, and I just loved it so much. I was like, "The day has come!" I was like, "Woo, that's so sick." That was a really great episode, to be honest. I friggin' love this show. I'll be honest with you. There's something so uniquely brilliant about it, and how it just blows my mind every time. But anyway. Let's do a little recap. If I'm losing you now, I love you lots. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. If you're here to stay for a while, brilliant. Okay, so we started off with the press. The press were definitely trying to get basically a story about All Might. They were trying to get into the UA and just, you know, and that's why we saw the defenses go up. And we also saw that there was someone watching from the distance. I imagine it was the person with the hands, you know. Hello, this was really awkward. But he had hands everywhere, which was really upsetting for him. And he was watching from a distance. He didn't seem to have any of his apparatus or his hands on him at the time, so I don't know what that's all about, but maybe we'll find out. However, yeah, they all wanted to talk about All Might, and while Tenya was in his element, boring the living shit out of the press, no one actually got any answers, and they didn't get anywhere, and they came up against the school's defences, which were pretty cool to see, actually. So when we got into the class, and they were all talking, and I loved the bit where Aizawa was at the podium, and he was like, maybe you should stop being such a child, to fucking, Kacchan was amazing. I was like, oh, that's just the best. And Deku was behind him, like, oh, and he was like, Deku, you gotta stop hurting yourself, but your power's gonna be useful one day. I was like, yes, Deku getting the recognition he deserves. And I like that. I like that a lot. I like seeing them him sort of appreciate Deku in a way, you know. Now, then it came up to like the class. Who was basically going to like lead the class as you know, the representative, and it had to be done before Aizawa's nap was done, whatever. I thought Tenya originally, that was my first sort of thing. Tenya would be the best for it, but Izuku got the most votes, and Izuku got to be the class rep with Momo as his second. Poor Momo, she just got overlooked both times. I was like, she's trying her best. But yeah, she you know, he became class rep, and I knew from the moment that was the wrong decision, because Izuku is not built for that. He is not good at public speaking. He's not good. He's got a lot of confidence issues, and putting someone like that in that position, when you've got someone so easily suited to it like Tenya, is kind of silly. But I understand why they voted for him, because he's the most popular in the class. Whether he believes it or not, he is. And with Kachan definitely being the least popular in the class. Because as that blonde kid said, Kachan has the personality of a flaming crap mixed with garbage. Which is just the best thing ever. I just love how he keeps threatening people. He's like, he's all bark. Although he's not. I put Momo will keep Izuku in line, which I am sure she would have done. But we got to hear about Tenya's backstory in the cafeteria. It was nice seeing the meeting as well. It was nice seeing them away from the classroom, away from the fighting. It was nice just to have a normal setting for once. It reminded me a little bit of Ruby. You know, where they're all like eating the dinner hall before the food fight. And yeah, we got a bit of Tenya's backstory. He's filthy rich. His brother is one of the Iida family pro heroes. And Tenya was actually smiling when he was talking about it, because he was like really proud, and he was actually also complimenting Izuku, because he really likes Izuku. You can tell he's got a lot of respect for him and a lot of time for him, which came up a bit later, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And I loved how Izuku was like, he gave him some advice about, you know, being more confident and you know, not worrying about things so much. And I just wish Izuku would take his own advice, but that's sometimes the highest advice to listen to is your own, because you can easily say it to someone else, but to say it to yourself, that's where it really counts, and that's where people really struggle. But then there was a breach. I wrote breach twice, which means it was a serious breach. A level 3 breach, I believe they said. Not like a pregnancy breach at all. That's a totally different breach. It was actually the press who had broken in the grounds. And I was like, I actually wrote here, if you can't stop the press, you ain't stopping villains. But it turns out that it was, in fact, maybe a villain had melted down the wall or done something to it. And maybe used one of them portals on it or something, and the press had come through. But Tenya had to step up, he had to do something, and I loved the bit where he was like, what would my brother do? What would Izuku do? I was like, boom! People actually listening to Izuku is one of the things I really wanted, and I was so fucking pleased about that. I was like, get in, that is exactly what we needed. And that is exactly what Izuku needed to hear as well. Well, he couldn't hear it because it was inside, but you know what I mean. So he and the Chaka did a really cool thing where they touched hands, he was like floating and he flew. I did not realise until Kirishima, is it Kirishima? I feel like it is, said it, but he was like the actual Running Man side. It was actually really fucking cool. I was like, I know that. I've seen that somewhere before and it looked familiar, but I couldn't work out what pose he was doing. And it was actually the fucking Running Man pose. I love it so much. And Tenya managed to step up and he calmed everyone down. Everyone was calm. He was like, we're UA students. He made people feel proud about who they were. And that's one of the best ways to calm people down, is to remind them who the fuck they are. So he is now emergency exit Iida from now on. But then we saw heroes were fighting some villains in the town, and All Might was just going through them. He stopped a car, he stopped some bad guys, he was going to deal with a hostage situation, and he eventually burned himself out. And I thought that was a bit weird. Like, why are we seeing this? Like, it seems like a bit far away from the class we were in. I don't, I understand he's getting weaker, but what's the point? Looking back, it all makes sense. However, he thought back to what, Izuku had said to Kachan about his power. And I wrote down it's because he loves Kachan, but I feel like the fanfiction may be taking over a bit there, so I'm going to cross it out. It's not that. He respects, well, he might love him, I suppose. I'm leaving it in. It's too late. I've decided. But he was like, you can't tell anyone because villains are going to come and they're going to want to take the power, which I'm wondering now, I've just said it, is that why they've come now? Because they know about his power? Did Kachan tell someone? I don't know. Or did they come just to take out the newest hopefuls of heroes? Could be. You never know. Shut up, kids. No one likes you when you smell. Sorry. However, when the bus came and they were all getting ready to go to deal with a rescue operation, they thought probably they were going to the sea or something, but they actually went to this amazing facility led by Space Hero 13. Seriously, what happened to Space Heroes 1 to 12? What the fuck happened to them? Are they dead? Are they their parents? What? I just love how Sue was ripping on Kachan, that blonde hair guy was ripping on Kachan, everyone's ripping on Kachan and just loving Izuku. I love it because it shows that these guys are heroes, they're the good guys. They're not gonna support someone who's so miserable and mardy all the time like Kachan. who really is showing how much of a teenager he can be. But they are teenagers, they're going through puberty, it's what happens, kids are assholes, we all know this. They go from 1 to 8, they're fine, 9 and 10, they're a bit iffy, 11 to 12, nah, 13 onwards, 13 to 17, you've fucking no hope. They're all fuck off. And if they're not mean, they're manipulative. I was manipulative, I wasn't mean. So anyway, yes, they go to the facility, and they found this awesome training with like landslides and fire and shit, and it turned out that Space Hero 13, seriously what happened to 1 to 12, has a dark hole power, which I loved, and I thought she was actually using it at the end when it all started to appear, but that was like a purpley, it turned out to be a portal. It was an evil portal. Also, we never see Invisible Girl. What happened to her? Where is she? Is she always invisible? What's going on with her? But the villains have come. They arrived, maybe to steal Katsuki's power. I don't know. Not Katsuki's, Izuku's power. I don't know. Has Kachan told someone? I don't know. Why would he tell on his boyfriend? I don't get it. They were so in love last night. Okay, no. No, that was it. That was a fan fiction. Oh. Makes me sad. So it was a really great episode. I can't wait for episode 10 to see what the fuck happens next. Are we gonna get one mega fight? I feel like we are, and I'm excited for it. I feel like this might be... Is this the first episode that didn't involve any action sequences? Maybe not. Maybe episode 2 didn't either, but it's not a bad thing. I mean, we did have the tennis scene, that's pretty cool. Not a bad thing at all, because you get character development, you get them sitting at canteens and stuff, and so I quite like these slower episodes sometimes. So yeah, plus it ends on one hell of a cliffhanger that which promises explosions and like, Kachan, Deku! Fuck you, Deku, but I love you really. Stuff like that, and maybe All Might coming to save the day, or maybe the kids will save the day themselves. Who knows? I also can't wait to see Aizawa in action, because his power's pretty cool, but how's it going to work against such a massive heroes? Also, why doesn't Space Hero thing just like, and just suck them all in and kill them all? Just saying, just do it. Just do it. Just kill them all, be done with it. Maybe it's like really big range and she could kill loads of people, I don't know. But thank you so much for watching, I love you all. If you can't control your powers, don't use them, I suppose. If you did like this video, please subscribe, and don't forget you can watch next week's reaction on Patreon right now. Go check it out. I love you lots, like jelly tots.